Hello, Michael from the Tilsonburg Library back with another video. Summer's coming up and it's a great time to pick up a new hobby. Juggling is a fun skill to have, so that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. You can buy juggling balls, but you can also make your own using balloons, and that's a method that I'm going to demonstrate now. So to make one juggling ball, you will need 3 balloons of different colors. So to make 3 juggling balls, you're going to need 9 balloons in total. You also need a bottle, a funnel, a plastic cup to use as a measurement. You want to get the same amount of material into each balloon. And a common thing to put into the balloon is rice, but you could also use flour or sand. So the first step is to take your funnel, place it over your bottle, and then you want to measure out a cup of your material and pour it into the bottle. Now this is the hardest part. You need to inflate the balloon and then pull open the mouth and then get it over the mouth of your bottle. If you have somebody to help you, that would be a lot easier. And you want to get the balloon over top of the whole mouth of the bottle, not just the very top. All right, so the reason why we inflate it is that it gives space for the rice to pour in. All right, now pull off the balloon. And when it deflates, you now have all of your rice inside. The next step is to take a pair of scissors, and you might need a parent's help with this. And what you want to do is cut off the top of the balloon. Now some rice or flour will come out, that's fine. The next step is to take another balloon, cut off the end, and you're going to pull this apart and stretch it over the top of the first balloon to hold your rice or flour inside. To create a marbled effect, you can cut off pieces of the balloon, just some small pieces. And when you stretch it over the top of the first balloon, this will reveal the colors underneath. So get your fingers in, stretch it out over the top. All right, and then take your third balloon and repeat that again. So you cut off the end, snip some pieces to reveal the colors underneath. And then stretch it open and place it over your other 2 balloons. You might have some pieces sticking out, and that's fine. You can just cut those off. All right, so there's one juggling ball. So you see the blue and the pink and the yellow, all right? And you then repeat that process 2 more times to make 3 juggling balls in total. And then the next step that I'm going to demonstrate is how to juggle 3 balls. To learn 3-ball juggling, you're going to have to start with just 1 ball. So take your other 2 balls and set them aside. So holding the 1 ball in your whichever hand you want to start with, what you want to do is toss it underhand and then grab it in the other hand. And then you want to do this back and forth. All right, until you are able to catch it without dropping it. Again, you don't want to throw over, you want to throw underhand. All right, so that's your first ball. All right, so when you're comfortable with 1 ball, then you can move on to 2. So you take 1 ball in each hand, and you're going to repeat what you did with 1 ball, but now you're going to do it at the same time. So you start by tossing up the first ball, and as it's in the air, you're going to toss up the second ball, and then you're going to catch the 2 in the opposite hand. So you go up, up, okay? And then you have to go in reverse, so start with the other hand, and then up, up, all right? And you keep doing that until you can do it reliably without dropping the ball. And then you can move on to 3 balls. So once you're comfortable juggling 2 balls, now it's time to move on to 3. So you're going to hold 2 balls in one hand and the other ball in your other hand. And again, you're just combining what you have done before. So you're going to toss up 1 ball. As it's in the air, you're going to toss up the other ball. You're going to catch the first ball, and before the second ball comes into this hand, you have to toss up this ball. So you start 1, 2, 3, okay? And then you have to go in reverse so that you have experience. You can't always start with your one hand. You want to be able to be comfortable doing it with both hands. So put 2 in your other hand, and you go up, all right, and then you catch it. And yes, it takes practice, but you should be able to learn it fairly quickly. And then you can move on to other tricks. So instead of just going underhand, like you did to learn how to juggle, you can do overhand. So you can go all right, and so there are all sorts of tricks that you can do once you're comfortable, but start with the basics first. So give juggling a try. You might discover a talent you never knew you had. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.